Hey Pisces, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for October 9th, 2024. This is for Pisces. Last shuffle for Pisces. Let's see what's going on. We have intuition and manifestation and family. So this tells me that you may feel that the ties that bind you are incredibly blessed. There's something about you wanting to manifest that in your life. To make that happen, to make changes. There's a lot of changes happening in your family dynamic. There's a lot of changes. They see things differently now. And it seems like it's because of the truth that you tell, the things that you say. You're manifesting things. It's very important that you say what it is that you want to manifest in your family unit. So like if this is like your children, then you speak over them and say things like, you will be incredibly blessed, you are prosperous, you are abundant, you are wise, you are this or whatever. You are just so, it's like a vibe of like I know how this sounds, but parents are very important, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you are a parent. I'm just using this as an example, but for some of you, this very well may be because of the what Spirit's showing me is like a person that's going to a child. Can you help me organize your shoes? You're so good at organizing things. And next thing you know, they're always organizing things because you've manifested that skill within them by telling them and using it as a plus. Like, oh my gosh, you're just so good at it. I just enjoy doing things with you because you're so good at XYZ. You're so funny. You're such a lighthearted individual. When you're around, I feel so much better. Vibes of that, like not necessarily to throw a lot of emotional baggage onto a child, like, oh, I don't feel good until you're around, but more so of just, what is the word? Exalting them for the things that they are actually truly good at, right? And so intuition and manifestation, you have the Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Swords, Ten of Cups, Sun. And so this would tell me that you're highlighting something, you're illuminating something through your words. So it's very important, in order for things to change around you, focus on the most positive things about the people that you are tied to, because it's like you will always be blessed if you're that person that has lifted them up. And with the Three of Swords and Hanged Man, these people are wanting life to get better. They are heartbroken. Some of your family members are really heartbroken. They may feel estranged from you or distant from you. And the way to strengthen those bonds is to speak positivity onto their life and into their life. Like, say beautiful things, whatever you see about them. I see people do that a lot, but I also see people say the worst things to their kids, like, oh my gosh, you're such a da 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 da. And not saying that this is the worst thing in the world, and I'm not trying to dog anybody, because sometimes that's just how we talk to people. Like, I've actually met a woman who was married, and we were all sitting at the table, and she was just explaining to me, I always tell my husband that he's worthless. And it's a joke that they have between each other. But you should have seen the faces of everybody at the table. They were like, how could you say that? How could you tell your husband that? What is wrong with you? And another husband's like, well, just expect to be divorced soon. It's like, no, that's how they talk. That's their little love language. They say little things to each other. But and you can say however you want, but this is a time for you to call that, like, Spirit's calling you to highlight the beautiful sides of them. They need it. They're heartbroken about something. They may be heartbroken about you, but however it goes, they feel distant at this time. They feel like they need to get out of this place, this funk. And your words will change that. The ties that bind you guys together will be so blessed. It's unreal. Spirit's showing you manifesting a change of heart. Everyone's happy, speaking their truth, and things are coming to light that changes things for the better. New beginnings, and I can't make this up. I'm about to knock everything over. Strength and Nine of Wands speaks a lot about how, and this new beginning is going to say that it's going to give everybody the push to keep going, rather than everybody falling apart, going down the ditch of negative thinking, worst case scenario energy, blaming each other, feeling like victims all the time. Like, I'm this way because so and so said this. Spirit needs you to understand this new beginning is going to stick. So if you start this positive thing, especially if you're dealing with people who are younger than you, especially if you're dealing with your real, like, family, like people you really love, you're going to change. You're going to see a change that you just didn't know could ever be. And I'm seeing it being something where everyone's going to strive to continue to be this way. Be grateful. There's a great gratitude energy here for Nine of Swords and the Devil. So this energy, this is an awareness, the thought process with great gratitude. Usually, when when this comes out, and this is about understanding that, or being grateful for those times where you were really, really worried that would things ever get better. And for that reason, and that reason only, this is a gratitude for divine correction, divine protection. But divine correction is coming from the love that spirit has for you. Spirit, like, will give you up if there was no love there. If it was like, you know what, you are a lost cause all the way, you are dark, you are in the lowest vibration, we can't even help you out of that right now. You got to cry out for a change. You've got to feel low, so low that you are crying out for spirit to help you, for us to help you now. You be grateful for the times, the fact that you were concerned, the times, not the facts, but the times when you were tempted to stay away from everyone because of the stress, because of the worry, because of the sharp words, the things that were unsaid, the distance that was there. Like there's no getting through to this energy. They're saying be grateful for that, because that is going to be the cornerstone of like understanding miracles, understanding that miracles can happen, and understanding too that your intuition is on point. Your intuition may be screaming at you that all you got to do is say XYZ and call attention to how amazing they are, and they will turn, that it will come around, because that they're broken, and it may not even be you that's broken them, but they need that at this point. And you would want to be the change that you want to see, of course, but also too to understand that wherever you were, they were also, and that all you would need as well, if you were in their shoes, is love, or to for someone to see you, for someone to really see you, and they see you. You'll be grateful for this energy. And I say this very gingerly, but because of the fact that sometimes I use scripture, because I was studying that for so long, is how I'm using it and why I'm using it, because it does actually connect. um, all of us have the truth, right? No matter what religion you come from, no matter where you come from in the corner of the world, we all have a truth. And what I see here is like, blessed is those who suffer, for they will be comforted. And that is a blessing indeed, because you are shown. That's wild. That just moved for no reason. Um, that says that spirit's always with you, right? That lets you know, that shows you as well, that's proof that you are connected to spirit, right? That you are divinely guided, and you are connected, and you are loved. Whenever you're being, whenever you're in sorrow and then you feel that relief, the relief is the best feeling in the world, right? And that's what spirit wants you to focus on. Be grateful for that time when you were down and worried and stressed and crying. Why? Because you'll be comforted, and you'll definitely be comforted for listening to your higher self, and listening to your intuition, where you're manifesting a change of heart. You're manifesting healing. You're manifesting you guys linking hands and going and riding off into the sunset. It's a beautiful thing I see here for you Pisces. Some of you are going to, if you haven't already, you're going to reconnect with people that you really do love, and they need it. The relief, you might even hear it. It might be audible, visible relief. You might see them sit up a little bit more. They were weighed down, right? So, oh man, I feel the rush of relief go over me when I'm saying this. So I'm just vehement about it. Like, oh, you got to do it. You got to do it. You've got to, though. You got to. No matter how, or the response would be, the response may be very distant at first, but they will come around. They may hold back how they truly feel. A lot of this energy with the strength card, the new beginning, is like they maybe hold back, because to some degree it's very difficult when you're switching tides. You go from being a victim and blaming everybody for your issues to going, I can do it. Like, let's do it. It's like you have to wait for the pendulum to swing. Give it a little time, kind of vibe. So you could be dealing with a Leo, a Sagittarius, another Pisces. Leo is really strong. We have Capricorn. We also have Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. So you could be an Aquarius Pisces cusp. You could be dealing with Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp, or Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, but you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.